Okay, let's finish off these videos with these little mini arcades. I want to try to mod these and see if they'll see if these games run two games like some of the other Basic Fun mini arcades have. I don't know if this will work or not, but it'll be interesting to try. And this video is going to be a little bit more casual than my last one. I'm just going to get to work on these, and I'm going to crack these open, and we're going to see if this will work. Okay, stick around and let's get started. So I'm back. Got a couple screwdrivers, and I think I might need a smaller one if I want to try to get that PCB out. But let's start with this. Let's get it open and see what's going on in there. Here's PCB, and I think let's see here. It's right here. I think that's the little. So it's open here. These two traces. Normally they would put a normally they would put a 0 ohm diode, or see, a zero. Normally they would put a 0 ohm resistor in here to close that contact and to tell the board to boot a different game. Also, I'm not sure what this is right here. I have a. I might pull out another one. I got another board that's out of its little arcade cabinet to compare this with. But I think this is different. I don't remember this thing. I'm not sure what that is. So anyway, here's the board. You're familiar with these. Let me see if I can find this other board so we can compare the two. Okay, so I made it back. I found my other board. It's right here. This is out of a Joust Defender, and they're quite a bit different. Okay, so let me show you this one. So here's the Joust Defender board, and okay, so J2, which is right here. So this is your two pads that are not connected for Joust, and they're connected for Defender, unless this ROM has been changed, but I don't think so. We're still waiting for Defender. I'm not sure why that hasn't happened yet, but this board is very different. Let's see if I can get that. So here's the Joust Defender. You might pause it there, maybe? Maybe I'll get some pictures. And then here's this. So, and then here's this. Hopefully that's coming out. They're looking quite a bit different to me. Okay, so I pointed at this one before, and I thought maybe this was the two pads that needed to be connected, but this is J1. J2 is right here, and J2 on the other board is what needed to be connected. So I don't know. Maybe I should get a bold and connect these and see if it does anything. Maybe it'll blow it up. Sounds stupid. Let's do it. Okay, let's do this. Now, I wouldn't recommend someone do this if they're not comfortable with the possibility that they're going to destroy their thing, whatever they're trying to mess with. I don't know if this is going to work. I think it will. I've seen people do this with some of the other Basic Fun Bridge Direct toys, but I don't know for certain that J2 is the right header for the game switch. And I don't even know if this particular unit does switch games. We're going to find out together. But I'm ready. I have got a couple small wires here, and these have been pre-tinned, cut to length, and I also cut the ends already. Once these are on, it'd be really tough to strip these. So these are all ready to go. I got my old man glasses here, and I got my whoa, that thing's too high. Got my soldering iron set up, but it was set to 750 Fahrenheit, 400 C. Let's drop that to 350 C, and let's get in there and see if we can get these on. Okay, so we're still working and we're still in Miss Pac-Man mode. Okay. Now I'm going to connect those two wires and see what happens. Ah, that's still Miss Pac-Man. So J2 does not change to anything different there. There's still J1. I could play with that. Okay, so that was J2. J2 connected, did nothing. So I'm going to go ahead and test J1 and see if that does anything. Okay, let's see if I can break this thing. Nope, still Miss Pac-Man. So with J1 and or J2 connected, or J2 connected, we're not getting any change. I could connect both of them, see if that does anything. Let's do it. Let me get another piece of wire ready, and I'm going to do that. Okay, so I've got two more leads here, tinned and ready to go, and we're going to hook these up to J2. So once again, we should still have Miss Pac-Man. Nothing's connected. We're just making sure everything's working. So that's working. Miss Pac-Man. So there we go. So J1 and J2 individually connected, plus J1 and J2 connected, and we don't get any new game. So I guess they've addressed that little issue. Now, it's still possible that there's another game in here, but I wonder if they're selecting that game in a different way. Maybe instead of a 0 ohm resistor across this, across those pads, maybe it needs a resistance value of some sort. That could be, and you would find that out by cracking this guy open and seeing if the boards were the same and seeing if those pads were populated. And if it is a resistor, you could check the resistance and see if that's the case. I don't know, maybe there's something else going on. I don't see any other empty pads in here. You know, I'm gonna open up Fix-It Felix and see if there's a difference, because it could also be that there's already a zero, like there's a 0 ohm resistor on this board that needs to be removed. Could be. So I'm going to open that up and I'm going to see what the differences are from board to board. Okay, I'll be right back because I'm going to do that off camera. Okay, so I got both of these opened up, and I think my I don't know if I got all of my testing out of the way, but I tested J1 and J2 on the Miss Pac-Man, connected them both separately and at the same time, and I was never able to get any other game besides Pac-Man. So I decided I'm going to go ahead and open up the Fix-It Felix game. And I don't know if you can see here, but I looked at them underneath a magnifying glass, and they look pretty much identical to me. I don't think there's any differences. So meaning that you're not going to be able to bridge a couple of pads and get another game with these particular units. Now, maybe it's possible in the future. It could be that they just have the Miss Pac-Man ROM in 2 different sectors, you know, 2 different parts of the memory, and so you just boot to different, you know, there's 2 different ROMs in there. You just boot to different ones, even though the ROMs are the same. You never see it. It could be there's some other way that I don't know of yet. Or it just could be not possible anymore, because this is a new board. It's different than the old board. So this is news to me. I don't know, maybe this isn't new. Maybe this is something that's been known for a while. But so I needed to get a couple more pictures of this, or at least of the circuit board. My other pictures didn't turn out. So I decided I want to go ahead and double check with this particular PCB and see if it was any different than the Miss Pac-Man. And I checked with, let's see, I got both of them connected now. So this is J2 that's connected together. This is J1 right here that's connected together. And I tested it with each set of pads connected individually, and I didn't get anything different. And with both of them connected, you can see it's still the same. So it doesn't look like, at least it doesn't look like to me that we're going to be able to mod these in the same way. Well, we're definitely not going to be able to mod them in the same way we were able to mod like the Joust to get Defender. And I think there was at least one other one that you could do a similar mod to. You know, it's just curious. It's curious that we still have these 2 sets of pads that are unoccupied. It makes me think that maybe there's hope that future games might be moddable that have this board. Maybe not. You know, it's not the end of the world. It's just kind of cool to be able to do things with these units that you know, that's not standard. I actually think Basic Fun is making a mistake by not giving sort of people like me who like to tinker with things an option to tinker. I probably won't buy a second, you know, game knowing now that I can't mod these, and I bet some people won't buy them at all, but you'll definitely lose out a lot of extra purchases since they're not moddable. I mean, I'll show you this. So the reason why I have a Joust board just lying around is because I have a little project going to make a handheld for that little Joust. You know, it's kind of a fun project that I've been working on for a while, and I bought an extra Joust arcade just for that project. I won't be buying an extra Fix-It Felix for a project like that. I don't know. That's just, it's one thing, you know. Manufacturers don't like to give things away, but at the same time, I'm not sure they really realize what they're losing when they take away options like that. Okay, well, that was trying to mod Fix-It Felix, and we've already failed with Miss Pac-Man, so that's pretty much going to do it for this video. I still want to get a couple good pictures of the boards and some comparison pictures between the two. So, I don't know. One thing, I did a little bit of research, and it looks like this game, and I guess a lot of people know this, but this is a Sega Genesis game. It's a homebrew that somebody did, and or at least it's a modified version of that. Maybe it's a port. I assume that these were NES on a chips, like the previous ones, but maybe this is a Sega Genesis on a chip, or maybe it's just a some sort of maybe Linux, really low power Linux computer running a Sega Genesis emulator. I don't know. It's still pretty cool, and I'm glad I got them. I'm a little disappointed that my modding attempts have failed, but you know, there's no if you don't try, you can't win, you know. Okay, let me get those pictures, and we'll wrap this up.